Can someone make some noise for this guy here for getting us through lockdown? When I say sunny, you say green. It's sunny. Green. Sunny. Green. When I say trouble, you say tongues. Trouble. Trouble.
Champagne bubble.
This is called Quick Trip to a Guilt Trip. My name's Mr. Milise. How many times have I used this bottle opener to peel back the lid that inhibits the deepest of my desires? Clutched in one hand, on a Tuesday when I said I'm not touching the brandy. E&J from the co-op, but you know what, at least I can negotiate the price. 19.99 might be slightly fine, but I reassure myself on a school night that I don't do this every time. It's crazy it is. Is £15 enough to pay the babysitters? Especially when I might be coming back in the twilight hours thinking, God knows who this is. And I've clocked my phone is missing. Anyway, between wandering around Camden and getting off at King's Cross, I lost my best friend, but she must have pissed me off. I think I'm fucked off. That kebab tasted off and I feel like dozing off with a nice cup of coffee. But I'm not gonna stop, see? Nah. Not me. I know tonight's been costly, but I'm not about to log into my online banking. I'm kind of recollecting that it's been rinsed out. No doubt my credit card's been maxed out, but I'm out and about shouting out that one day I'll be a millionaire like Rodney. I wonder if she got the night bus. I wonder if she comes back with a bunch of friends telling us that they'll buy Copperberg, Silrock and wine for us. It's amazing what a line does. A kitchen full of strangers acting like best friends and chewing their jaws off. Talking about how $4 horns had the crowd jumping like jumping Jack Frost. And DT told me 3 times he was loving it, loving it, loving it. Coliseum reunion with a live percussionist, some drums and a 6 saxophonist. And MC Creed said, we're doing it again. From what seemed to be the back of his esophagus, we're all storytellers. Every single one of us are city dwellers, wanna be Rockefellers in a playground of swings and roundabouts. Too late now to think about who she brings around the house. I realised that when the sun was coming out and the kids were coming down. I'll have to try to pretend to be sober for an hour. Leaned over for some power. Just before the door opened and I saw my eldest son. Went from a quick trip to a guilt trip. Asked him to make some breakfast for the littlest, and if he did I'll give him a tenner to make up for it. Trying to avoid eye contact at the same time as making sure my eyes weren't rolled back. But I know that he sighed and then side-eyed me for a fact. It kind of put a down on the after party, but I'm smashed. Fair play though, we got her ready and I sent them to school in a taxi. I'm just glad the youngest 2 never saw me. Should have maybe paid the babysitter a bit more money to stay with me, but I think she was pissed because I made her late for uni. But anyway, now I've sorted the kids out, in inverted commas. I swagger back into the kitchen feeling like the Joker in the circus. Like I've had a hit of dopamine for certain, until some loon started opening the curtains. I feel bad now and my throat is really hurting. But I'm hoping for diversion from any sense of reality. Feels like I spent half my freaking salary. One of them said they like Amy, so I asked them to play Valerie. And I can't work out if my conscience is crazy or if it's mad at me, but half the room's on Mandy, dancing and bouncing. Silhouettes with big eyes, celebrating the sunrise. I think my bestie went upstairs with some guy. Sometimes I think she's the geezer. That's not what I meant when I said come back to mine for a knees up. But anyway, I joked to myself, he's had so much coke to himself that I doubt he'll get a hard one, as I contemplate opening double doors that lead out into the garden, because it's too claustrophobic in it and everybody's talking a lot. But I like the way all of us contributed to the alcohol that we bought in the shop. Put a Super D mix on. I said to one of the lads who offered me a key and he said, who'd you get this from? Just as that house tune came on. I think it's called Time for the Percolator. The Percolator. Thank you, man. That's quick trip to a guilt trip.